I turn the camera on. I'm doing a little bit of everything, and nothing one topic in general that's kind of I really wanted to show, but I wanted to make a video, so I figured I'd say, what the hell? I'll just talk about a little bit of everything. So let's give her hell. All right. I wanted to work on something, but I didn't want to tear this bike apart. There is a bike show coming up August 11th, and it's a bicycle show in Boston, and they are welcoming gas-powered bikes for the first year. So I kind of want to take the trike, the green OCC bike with the 6.5 horse on it, and this. I want to bring all three to the show, kind of put the trike in the middle and one of these guys in each end, and have this one as kind of a in process. So I didn't want to tear it apart and start doing all the welding and painting it, but I do, but I don't. I may have an end on it. So anyway, I want to go and play with something else and just get into something, something small while I was waiting. And I had this bike I picked up at a yard sale, I don't know, a month ago, 3 weeks ago, for like 10 bucks. It's a Panasonic Village DX, kind of like a cross, I don't know what they call it, whatever. You guys can figure it out. Anyway, it's I had this motor sitting around for a long time. It actually it's what came on that Schwinn frame, is this motor sitting on the front of it. And I kind of went through it at the time, cleaned it up, and got it running on the other bike, and I seem to remember it running kind of slow, so that's why I had taken it off. But for shits and giggles, I popped it back on this bike, and a couple things I do like about this motor. It is a kicker motor that runs on the tire, but it's got a nice metal gear to drive it, and it's on a clutch. So you could either walk stop the bike with the motor running. You don't have to worry about taking it out of gear with the lever like some of them. You just stop it, and it's got a centrifugal clutch. Give it gas and it goes, and that's the gas that's on it. Anyway, so I popped that back on here and got it running. I had to play with the carb a little bit. I had a fuel line that was bad. The O-ring was bad in the tank. And I took it down the road. It runs pretty good, but it doesn't maintain carburetor settings. So it's one of two things. It's either crank seals, which suck, it means it's not worth fixing, or the carburetor's just a piece of shit. So while I was out yard sailing, I came across this weed whacker. It's got no end on it, but it's new, so it was only used like 1 or 2 times before he broke it. But I believe that has the same carburetor on it, so we're gonna go steal that carb for the $5 it cost me and shove it on that bike. I think that should correct that. That's one of the little things I'm playing around with. The other one is kind of looking over my truck. I got inspections due in next month, and I got check engine light on. I have a bad O2 sensor. I have the heater circuit in the O2 sensor is no good, and it's one of the original ones. So I got to replace that sometime during the week. Emergency brake cables are bound up. I got to do those, and something else. The thermostat housing is leaking very slowly, so I got to pop the thermostat out and clean up that socket and take care of that. So that's sometime during the week, but not today because I don't feel like it. Got a mower with a bad gas tank. I got that all taken apart. Gotta look for a gas tank for it. Some old bones. And I tried sealing this tank because I couldn't find it. I used a hot solder iron, but it got it like 90%, but 90% doesn't cut it in the gas tank. So then we started getting kind of weird. And a friend of mine, when I was in New Jersey, hooked me up with this is a motor off like a scooter, actually like one of these kind of scooters, I don't know what you call them, gas GoPed something or other, and they broke all the motor mounts off of it, so they didn't use it anymore. So I put the motor on a bench and I fired it up, and actually ran pretty good. And then I wanted to make something out of it, so I had these electric scooters. I got a pile of them. They were all defunct units I bought at one yard sale, a bunch of kids. So I've been using them for different projects, different things. Part of the trike front end on the other bike is part of them, and just little bits and pieces of everything. The batteries are out of it for the electric bike. Anyway, so this is the largest one that I had. I just wanted to use this for the platform. I'm trying to make a drive unit, and they usually used a regular sprocket on it, but this setup here, being this drive wheel, which is a pneumatic tire, probably 6 inches in diameter, had this electric motor on it, and on that electric motor had that year. So with some careful planning and spinning and touching and fine tuning, we got that thing welded onto that sprocket, nice and true. And then I just stuck the motor over the top of it and kind of eyeballed this where I thought it was pretty close, and I had one tab that was still left on it. I just welded that, and I kind of moved the motor around so I kept getting it right. And once I got it to where I wanted, I break it loose and reset it and pick and choose where you find a good lineup. Once you got it, I tacked it, and then I built a second leg on it. So now we're on our way to building kind of like a cage for that, and support the rest of the motor. But I wanted to just build the drivetrain, and that's what we got. See if we can go fire it up. We got a fuel bottle just kind of taped up just to run the umbilical cord to the carburetor, so this motor will keep running. This motor's missing. There's a heat shield. There's a fan down here. It's supposed to be a heat shield that comes up and wraps around and blows across the head. That's missing, so I'm gonna have to make something. But we could run the motor for a little bit. Give her a little gas. A little choke. Call me later. This motor's got a clutch in it too. You can stop it. Go to an idle, and that's what the drivetrain is. It doesn't go very fast, as you can see. It's probably doing, the back wheel probably maxes out about 10 miles an hour. That's kind of what I want. I want something slow that can have a lot of power behind it. You're not burning the clutch up trying to make the thing move. So that's kind of what we're shooting for. And the reason why I'm doing that, well, first I wanted to make a driving cooler that you sit on and you drive, and from that it went to, because that cooler was too small, I had a picnic basket. I was going to make it the first gas powered driving cooler. Then I scratched that, and I wanted to go with a little red wagon. So you, like, when you're, the idea what I wanted to build is when you go to like a swap meet and you're trying to carry parts around with you, and around here it's kind of hilly. It'd be nice if something, once you put like say 4 tires in the back of it, you could actually just fire it up and work the throttle and drive it back to your truck from the handle in the front. So that was what the thought was, and now I couldn't find a little red wagon at the yard sales this weekend, and I went to a swap meet, which is a car show parts thing. So now I'm steering in the direction of what do I have laying around, and the only thing I can come up with is there is a big long wooden sled. So that might be the platform for this, and we might have a sled with wheels on it, but we'll find out as it gets built. I got that clamped down to the bench. That's kind of what I said I'm working with. This was an electric scooter. That one's gas motor on it. So I have a bunch of these tires too. These are all like pneumatic, like 6-inch diameter. Something. So they should give a fairly good ride. And we have enough for 4 wheels. So that's what's happening. Oh, here's something else. I picked this up at a yard sale. It's a RC, like old RC boat. Got a pretty good motor on it. Any of you guys that know this thing, go for it. Speak up and let me know what I have. Better see if there's any number on it. says Royale with an AF behind it, under it. And this is what the boat is. Got some nice metal flake on it. Little compartment in here with all electronics in it. And it's like the whole thing. It's not like dope wrapped. It's solid wood all the way around. And it's, yeah. She's a racing boat. Then it came with this box over here. And hold on one second. All right. Came with this box, which has like the whole station for everything. Here's the radio. Airtronic something. It's got a starter motor. Guess you plug that guy in on a power supply and heat up the glow plug and fire it up. I've never played with any of this stuff, so if you guys want to educate me, please do. I know that's for the glow plug and it runs off that panel. I believe this panel has to hook up to some kind of probably 12-volt battery, probably like a marine deep cycle battery would be my guess. A couple of chargers in there, a bunch of extra props in case you smash it, I guess. A couple of servo motors and servo kits in here. So yeah, if anybody has any information on that, go for it. So now you can see why I didn't know what to make a video of, because I didn't concentrate on one thing. I'm all over the place. But sometimes it's fun doing that, just pissing on a bunch of little projects at the same time and just having fun. That's what I'm doing, guys. Thanks for commenting, watching, and etc. Take care. Bye.